When Jesus, the Son of God, was dying on the cross, it is not the spears of Romans or the crowns of thorns or the nails in His hands that save you. It is not that pays for the crime. The suffering that men heaped upon Jesus, God doesn't look at that and say, okay, good enough. That's not what paid for your sin. What paid for your sin? Look in Isaiah 53. This is what paid for your sin. Isaiah 53 and verse 10. But the Lord was pleased to crush him.
Yeah, life hurts, but I'm still putting Christ first. I am dwelling within Him and vice versa. I treated my wicked demeanor like Tina. I cursed and beat her till I turned her Ike jerks. We battle day and night, but we ain't known a lot of freedom. Like gladiators fighting in a Roman Coliseum. It's all show, but I have given it to God though. Y'all know I am what you call so all pro. My class is classic, I dip hood the western kind. Rap's Jurassic, it withstood the test of time. He blessed the blind with the sight to refresh the mind. Time short, be next in line or get left behind. John seen it and he swallowed the scroll. The end cannot come until the followers grow. God only knows when it's gotta unfold. So I am following the knowledge and the proverbs that Solomon told.
Whenever someone teaches you something, one of the good things to do is to compare what they're saying to 2,000 years of Christian history. If nobody agrees with them, they're probably wrong, aren't they? And if we as Americans come up with some new theology or new way of doing Christianity, yet it disagrees with 2,000 years worth of Christians from all over the world, who's probably wrong? We are.
Soon as my walk starts weakening, I'm seeking and reaching up to the throne of Christ. God's word then speaks within, renewed me to His temple from this body of sin. Oddly I win, while old friends reminisce on my dead past. Now I lay in pastures of the Master's new garden, in the midst of New Jeru. I am rooted, Lord, steadfast. I am more than me, this life and the next I am torn between. Till then I'll be a disc in the spleen of the body who reigns king. The slain son, one in the Elohim. That's God plural, poetic murals for the martyred past prophets. My life in these rhymes I'm giving to keep it poppin'. Yosef, there's no stopping. The Lord already started, be free. Indeed, the Dead Sea has been parted. Now I see Christ.
I've done it all, and I've fallen to end up right here, running back to the arms of the very one who created me. I've turned my back on the ways of the wicked to see the things no earthly eyes can see.
The only way that God can forgive sinful men is if God, who made the law, and God, who demands satisfaction, if He Himself comes down and pays the penalty.
Yeah, look, I walk it out. I ain't running fast. I'm feeling transition like your boy run with Nash. Can't recall the last time that I ran with cash. Got a vision, but if God ain't in it, then the plan is trash. You ever feel like you just not getting it? Your life is the shoe and you're just not fitting it. I thought by now BET's playing my videos. I wake out of my dream and bag another box of Cheerios. Where's my lucky charm? I'm feeling so frosty. Man, look at me. I'm sounding so bossy. Don't need another teacher, that's what the ghost taught me. I was at the warning track, he laid out and dove for me. Now I'm hitting like Ichiro. My lines are like a whirlpool, you can really feel the flow. Sevin and slaughter, the bars don't dumb it. As long as we live in the earth, the devil won't run it.
The sin that evokes God's hatred, and I mean that word hatred, okay? God hates. The sin that evokes God's hatred was placed on His Son. Now, you take all the sin of God's people, from the first man ever saved on the face of the earth to the last person ever saved on the face of the earth, all of God's people, all of their sin is placed on the Son. All of God's justice, just punishment, but also all of God's just hatred, His just loathing, everything that should be poured out on these sinful creatures throughout eternity, God throws down on His only begotten Son. You and I are an abomination before God. In order for us to be forgiven, God has to die as an abomination in our place. You and I deserve to be crushed under God's wrath. In order for God to save us and forgive us, He was crushed under His own wrath. That's what the cross is. That's what it means. And now you can see why if you ever get a heavenly vision of truly what happened on that cross, it will affect you for the rest of your life. You'll become a prisoner to that thing. You won't be able to get away from it.